So we computed the two-step transition probability, and it looks like this. We'll just write that down. This is the form of the two-step transition probability, and it's free of the choice of n as long as this probability is positive, so that the conditional probability is well defined. So this tells you that if you at a time you are at state I, what is the conditional probability that you will be in state j 2 steps from now, 2 steps into the future. Now note that this quantity, this two-step transition probability, is nothing but the ijth element of the matrix P square. Okay, that's how the matrix multiplication is defined. So in other words, P square is the two-step transition probability matrix of the Markov chain. Now we make a claim. For every non-negative integer capital N, P power n is the n-step transition probability matrix. In other words, what this means is that we already have chosen, n such that this is positive. The conditional probability of n plus n equal to j, given that xn is equal to I, this one is the ijth element of the matrix P power n. That's what this says, this claim says. More precisely, we can actually write it down. What is this n-step transition probability? This is this sum. This is the ijth element of the matrix P power n. If you just write it longhand, ijth element of P power n, this is how it would look. Okay, that's all we have done. Now, a few things we should note here. Firstly, when n equal to 0, I'm making this claim for every non-negative integer n. And n equal to 0, if P power n is just P power 0, which is the identity matrix, and hence the above claim is trivially true, because the conditional probability of xn equal to j given xn equal to I, of course, is 0 whenever I is not equal to j, and it's equal to 1 when I is equal to j. That's obvious. And then that's just the ijth element of the identity matrix I. So this claim, whatever I'm making here, is trivially true for n equal to 0. For n equal to 1 also, the claim holds, again trivially, by the definition of P, because P is just the one-step transition matrix. So it has to hold. This claim has to hold. So P power 1 is the one-step transition probability matrix. That's how P is defined. So n equal to 0 and n equal to 1, this statement is just a joke. Okay. For n equal to 2, we have just proved this claim. So therefore, now we are going to prove this claim for n bigger than or equal to 3. So let's take capital N bigger than or equal to 3. And then we have to also fix I and j in S and get an n such that probability of xn equal to I is positive. This can be always done. We know that because of the convention that the state space S is the union of all the ranges. And once we fix that n, we will see that the capital N step transition probability is going to be free of this choice of n as long as this is positive. Okay, so this conditional probability is well defined because of our choice of n, small n, and then this conditional probability is the conditional probability of x at the time n plus small n plus capital N equals j, conditional on x small n equals I. So this is just this ratio. Now the numerator, by the exact same calculation, can be written longhand as follows. We just write down everything all the way from x naught to x small n plus capital N, the joint distribution of that. And then you have to find the joint distribution. You write it down, and that can be written in terms of the initial distribution and the transition probability matrix from the definition of a Markov chain. So you do that, write it longhand. And then, of course, you have to sum over all the other variables, in the sense that from x naught all the way up to xn minus 1, then xn plus 1, xn plus 2, all the way up to xn plus capital N minus 1. All of them you have to sum over. Okay, so this is what is done here. And this red color we will see will distinguish us from the denominator. Okay, so on the other hand, denominator would be same as before. So we have already computed it even in the previous calculation. Now note that we just wanted to distinguish the numerator, the denominator. The numerator has extra n minus 1 many sums and these extra quantities here in each of the sums. So therefore, when you take the ratio, the black part gets cancelled, because anyway, this sum can come to this side and this can go to that side and so on. And then what you get is just whatever is written in red here. So the conditional probability is just given by this sum. And that is what we had to prove anyway, because this is, the long way of writing the ijth element of the matrix Pn. Okay. So therefore, this n-step transition probability is just given by the ijth element of e power n. And also, this is completely free of our choice of small n. So this is the n-step transition matrix, therefore, and this is the n-step transition probability from I to G.